Namaste, welcome to this practice. We will begin with our heads facing away from the front of the mat and in a laying down position. Let's take a happy baby, grabbing either the shins or the feet. And if you want, you can begin to invite a little bit of movement, pressing onto the lower back, onto the sacrum. Today's class is about Swadhistana Chakra, a creative force, the force of pleasing our senses, finding sweetness in our lives, the chakra of desires. And we will also invite the qualities of water that are present in this chakra. Invite an oceanic sun breath. We'll begin to let go of the legs. Now extend the legs up. And let them fall towards your head. Your breath remains fluid and audible as the ocean. You can grab the back of your legs and you can create a bit of weight in them. Just as the waves wash over the rocks in the shore and give them shape, smooth their edges, and not through force, through constant persistence. We too have the ability to change the shape of our thoughts, of our lives. Let's carry the patterns of the tides within. As we begin to rock back and forward, creating a swinging motion with the legs. And invite the feet towards the back of your room. And do that a few times. Not putting any weight in the head or in the neck. And now let your hands touch down. Begin to invite the same. So now the legs begin to lift, maybe going a little further, and then reach all the way forward. Place the soles of the feet together, reach the fingers forward. Let's repeat that, going all the way down, legs up and back. And as you exhale, reach forward, swing the legs forward, soles of the feet together, reach forward. Inhale, legs back. Plow, exhale, Baddha Konasana, reaching forward. Inhale, exhale, forward. Last one, inhale, and exhale, soles of the feet together, reach forward. Now squeeze the soles of the feet towards one another, press the outer parts of the legs down, soles of the feet press towards one another. For 3, keep reaching forward, frame your ears with the arms for 2. Take the last full breath here, keep squeezing, and then slowly release. Bring the palms to prayer. Place the sole of the left foot down and begin to twist your torso over to the right hand side. So let the left knee fall. And from here, as you twist your torso over to the right, begin to now invite the left leg back. So similar to deer pose or 90-90. Now with your left foot slightly in, or aligning with the left edge of your mat. Your hands can stay where they are, or if you need support, place the fingertips down. We will keep the right shin parallel to the front of the mat, or with the right foot slightly in if this is too much for you. If your knees feel any discomfort, adjust your stance in any way that you need. But now you can gaze towards the back foot, sometimes it helps. And see if you can begin to lift the foot off the floor and then send it down. And try not to do much with your torso. It's mainly the back foot that is lifting. You can shift your gaze forward. Just one more. See if you can keep it high for 6, 5, 4, 3. Higher, 2, 1. Send the foot down. And now lift the back knee off the floor. And repeat, so down and up. Just 4 more. And notice what happens with your torso. So lifting for 2. Take 1, last one. Keep it up, keep it high. For 3. For 2. For 1. Slowly send it down. Place the sole of the foot next to the right, squeeze the soles of the feet together, reach the arms forward, gaze down, and then when you need to lean back, Move back into plow position. And then back towards the front. Fingertips reach forward, so also the feet squeeze. And breathing here for 3. Keep reaching. For 2, get longer on the sides of the body. For 1. Now, hands to heart. Right foot down. Twist over to the left. Right knee can slide down. And then slowly shift that right leg back. Adjusting your legs if you need so that you're on your mat. Either 90-90 degree angle, creating almost a square with the front leg. And begin to either gazing back, lifting the foot, or staying with the gaze forward. So lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. If you're able with your body structure to align your right knee with the hips, with the pelvis, you can do so. And then in this one, keep it up for 6, 5, so it's the outside ankle that is trying to reach up. 4, 3, 2, stay upright. 1, send it down, and now the back knee lifts and back down, and repeat. Nowadays, if there is much difference between one side or the other, sometimes one side feels a little wonky. For me, it's this one. And in the last one, here, stay and hold. So you can even press a little bit onto the inside arch of the back foot. Take one last breath and slowly begin to release. Send the back foot forward, so also the feet together. Reach forward, back to plow. Now cross the left ankle on top of the right, and then lean forward, bend the knees, press the hands down, fold. And let's repeat. Opposite leg crosses in on top, and forward, fold. And then again, left leg on top, we reach forward, bend the knees, plant the hands down, extend the legs. Keep the knees bent if you need. Lift into a halfway lift with the spine, fingertips underneath the shoulders. Inhale to extend the back leg back. As you exhale, left knee behind the right, curl in. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, crunch in. 1 more, inhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, coil. Crunch. Place the left foot down so the legs are still crossed. Get your body be soft. And now walk the hands over to the left hand side. Fingertips can be down, get a side body stretch. Your gaze can go anywhere, I will gaze back. Begin to shift the hands forward, bend the knees a lot, and then come back to plow. Shift legs, and forward. Fold, extend legs, inhale, right leg lifts, fingertips underneath your shoulders. Exhale, bend both knees generously, sink down with the pelvis. Inhale to lengthen. Inhale, round the spine a lot, so create space in the back body. Inhale, last one. Exhale, crunch. Release the right foot down. Now begin to extend the spine as you walk the hands over to the right hand side. Fold. Begin to send the hands back to center. Bend the knees as much as you need to, so you're on the outer edges of the feet. And then begin to send the seat bones down as you come back into plow. Shifting the legs, so left foot on top. Exhale, forward, so we repeat. Back up, forward, fold. Now inhale, bring the left leg up. As you exhale, bend the knees, crunch in, send the left foot out to the right hand side. And now your right knee stays bent. You can go onto your palms or fingertips, slide the left foot out, and then squeeze it back in. So out and back in. You can even slide or hover it, invite it back in, and then come back to bending knees, plow position, smooth movement, crossing opposite leg, reaching forward, fold. Right leg up, inhale. Right knee behind the left. Extend right foot out to the left side. then hug in. This can be with any breath. So you slide it out and then hug in. Slide it out, elbows bend, hug in. Last time, inhale, exhale. That was a bonus one. Keep the knees bent to roll all the way back. Cross legs, forward. Now, walk the hands slightly forward. Bend the knees. The front leg will begin to lift up. Bend right knee, send the right leg out, back, and behind the other. Now place the palms down and continue to do that. So front leg reaches out, you can bend the knee, send it back and behind, and keep doing that. So sending the leg out with control, back, and refining your movement every time that you do so. So the leg goes out, the thigh reaches back, and then behind. And either one more, if you already have a very wide down dog, you can stay where you are. Pause there with the legs crossed. It doesn't matter which leg it is. I will slide my hand slightly back. And now, as you inhale, find plank. Create a lot of space in between your shoulder blades. So begin to radiate through the whole back. Squeeze the legs towards one another. As you inhale, send the heels forward. Don't go into automatic mode. Create space in between the shoulder blades still. Exhale, begin to lower halfway down. And now lower all the way down and slide back. Tops of the feet down. Squeeze the feet towards one another. Slide the hands back if you need. Squeeze the elbows in. Keep squeezing the legs towards one another. And now begin to lift for cobra. Shoulder blades hug in, elbows press in. Third forward, chin slightly up. So don't go too high if you feel too much in the lower back. Always go to a place where you feel strong. Last full inhale. Exhale to lower. Now uncross the legs, cross opposite. Squeeze the feet and begin to lift. This time you can lift the palms if you wish. Breathe in here. Back of the neck is long. Last full breath. Forehead down, uncross the legs and tops of the feet go down. Inhale, push yourself up, hugging the elbows in, upward facing dog. Exhale to take your downward facing dog. 5 cycles of breath here. So we begin to create more heat. Remember that you are super welcome to do modifications, to add anything you want, even if you miss 1 or 2 things that I say. So creativity really begins when we give ourselves permission to find that freedom, to not always go with the rules or what others say. Take an inhale here, exhale through the mouth. Get empty, gaze forward. Take a little hop forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Palms in prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Either feet together or feet as wide as the hips. As you inhale, bend the knees, extend the arms up. Gaze towards the toes. Make sure that you can see them. And now begin to send the weight onto the toes. Grip with the toes and squeeze the feet towards one another. Continue to lengthen through the sides of the body. Maybe sitting bones go a little lower. Just for 3. For 2. For 1. Inhale here. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Begin to bend the elbows, plant the palms down as if you were going to do crow pose. And from here, begin to step 1 foot back, keeping the elbows bent. The other foot back, keeping the elbows bent, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg extends up, bend the knee. Lift the left heel. As you exhale, bring the right knee towards your left elbow, forward in between the hands, and then right elbow. And then take it all the way back into three-legged dog, over to the left, over to the right, creating an infinity shape. And back to left elbow, forward, right elbow, all the way back to the left, over to the right. Last time. Begin to find your own freedom in the leg. And now when it reaches to the right, send the right knee to nose, step the right foot forward. Inhale, extend your fingertips up towards the ceiling, throw forward, chin up. As you exhale, bring the left heel in, arms in a T shape or so. Inhale, right arm reaches back, left arm to the inside of the left leg. Exhale, windmill the hands to the front, pivot the left toes forward. Press the floor away. Inhale, right leg back, three-legged plank. Left heel forward, exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, aligning shoulders with wrists. Chin to chest, press the floor away, create space in your upper back. And then find downward facing dog. Left leg up, inhale. Left knee, right elbow, forward. Left elbow all the way back, over to the right, over to the left. And do 2 more. If you need to send the right knee down to do so, respect what's going on in your body. All the way up to the right, to the left, and then guide it all the way forward. Knee to nose, step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, left arm up, right arm to the inside of the right leg. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Inhale, left leg back, plank, three-legged. Exhale, lower halfway down. Stay strong. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Lift the heels, bend the knees, exhale. Hopping forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. A little deeper perhaps. Inhale, rising. Palms to heart, exhale. Feet together or as wide as the hips. Inhale, chair. Send the weight forward. Grip the toes. Begin to lift the heels. If your feet are together, squeeze the ankles towards one another as you reach up. The toes are fully active. Fingertips are active, radiating. Now soften the shoulders. Create space in the base of your neck. And now inhale, reach the shoulders up, fingertips up. Exhale, fold, extend the legs. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Either hop back or step very mindfully back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We repeat, inhale, right leg up. Now right knee to nose, exhale. Twice, inhale, right leg up. Knee to nose, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, last one. Create as much space in the whole of your back. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Palms to prayer, lean forward, exhale, left elbow to the outside of your right leg. Now make a fist with your bottom hand and wrap the top hand on top of it. Taking the gaze up, carrying the center of your heart towards the center of your fist or where your hands meet. Taking the gaze up, keeping that left thigh very active. Your whole torso rotating. As you get to the end of your exhale, hold the breath and twist. One last inhale. Exhale, gaze down. Back to crescent on your inhale. Goddess on your exhale. And now inhale here. And exhale here. Either stay or inhale, begin to lift the heels up. Staying strong. Gripping with the toes as the heels lift. Fingertips radiating. Just for 3. For 2, maybe inner smile. 1, heels down, inhale, reverse. Right fingertips as far back, exhale, hands windmill all the way down. Right knee stays bent. Now, inhale, left knee to left elbow. Plant the palms down. Exhale to send the left leg out to the right hand side. Lift the right heel, press with the hands, create space in between the shoulder blades. And now the front foot will step all the way towards your back of the mat. The toes are pointing out. And then you can lift the toes, create an openness in your chest, taking the gaze up, falling triangle. Breathing here. If this feels like too much, you can always send the left shin down, the front knee down. 1 more big inhale, pressing the heart open. Exhale, take your gaze down, lift the toes, send your sitting bones down. Inhale, open your heart towards the back of the room, both arms lifted. As you exhale, begin to invite your heart forward and up. Beginning to fold over that right leg. Right fingertips can reach all the way back if you wish. Lengthening is more of a forward than a fold. Even though it's a forward fold, we try to extend more of the crown of the head forward and up. So the arms can still be in a similar T shape, right arm reaching back. As you exhale, begin to come out. Right hand can be by the right knee or so to help you lift up, left arm up. As you exhale, send the left arm behind you. Right hand returns to the front of the mat. Point the right toes in. Lift the back heel and press the hands so that you can lift the pelvis. Options are here to bend left knee and to place the whole of the right foot down. So with the left knee bent, you can go onto the outer edge of the left foot and extend your right arm all the way back and up. So this is another variation, more a Skandasana variation, where we send the pelvis away, we open the chest. 1 more deep breath in, big breath out, begin to gaze down, spin onto the back toes, press the right hand down, and now imagine that you want to send the left knee to left elbow and the right foot to the right elbow. So it's an active pigeon. Press here for 3, around the spine. You want to lift that foot, even though you would want to go down, you want to lift it up. You want to keep the left knee lifted. Exhale, send the left knee down, right leg back. Inhale, active pigeon. Left knee presses back as the right knee presses forward. As you exhale, send the hands down. Place the hands on the floor, tuck the back toes, inhale, left leg back. Either normal plank or one-legged plank, lower halfway down. Open heart, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg up. Knee to nose. 1 more time, get light in that back leg, exhale, curl in, step the foot forward, rise up, inhale. Palms together, lean forward, exhale, twist. Parivrita Parsvakonasana. Make a fist with the right hand, wrap the right hand with the left hand, and press downwards. Stay active. Stay in tune with the currents of each breath. Knowing that it is you that has a huge control over them, ability to create yourself anew, to shape the hard edges. Exhale, take the gaze down. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale here. Exhale, soften. Inhale, maybe lifting the heels. And breathing for 4. You can do anything with the arms. For 3. For 2. For 1, heels down. Inhale, reverse. Left arm up and back. Exhale, all the way forward. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. And now shift the right leg over to the left. Similar to when you slided the foot out. Press onto the hands, lift the left heel. And extend the leg up. Send it back to your mat. Inhale here, falling triangle. Deep breaths. As you find the strength of your right hand pushing down and away. Your chest tries to be fully open to the ceiling. Taking the gaze down, lifting the toes. Sitting down, inhale, opening up the chest to the back of the room. Aligning it with the back leg. Exhale, begin to fold. Right hand can go to the outside of the left foot. Folding. It is a fold and a twist at the same time. So keeping your spine long as you try to open your torso over to the left. Get long on the side waist. One last breath. Exhale fully here. Inhale, rise all the way up. Right arm behind you. Left hand behind you. Spin the toes. And now begin to press the floor away as you lift the pelvis. As you lift the pelvis off the floor, bend the right knee as if you wanted to send the right knee towards your left elbow. Place the whole of the left foot on the floor. And now shift the pelvis forward as your left arm reaches up. Another back bend variation. Your legs are wide. Your feet can point in any direction. And your pelvis is trying to move away from your mat. As you exhale, take your gaze down. Press the floor away. Shift onto the back toes. Get strong in the hands. Adjust anything you need to adjust. And now lift the right knee. Send the right knee behind the right elbow also. And left foot wanting to reach up. Stay very active here for 3. Rounding the whole of the back. Create an undulation almost. Space. And then slowly lower. Right knee, left knee. One time we squeeze everything in. The arms lift up. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the back toes. Lift back knee. Inhale, right leg up. 3-legged plank. Exhale, lower. Halfway down, all the way down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Exhale. Big breaths in. Big breath out. Leave the heels, take the gaze forward, and now take a little hop forward. We stay here, we inhale, fingertips underneath the shoulders. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, lift the left leg up. As you exhale, cross the left knee behind the right, left foot over to the right hand side. We repeat what we did before, so plant the palms down. Right heel lifts. Step the right foot all the way back. Inhale, falling triangle. Exhale, gaze down. Slide the left knee in. So we sweep apart. Left knee floats. Floating pigeon. And from here, send the left knee down, back to pigeon. Active version. Squeeze everything in. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, reach the chest forward, fingertips forward. And now, lean forward and to the left side to send the right knee out and right leg extends forward. Do this with any breath Now your right leg will reach back, will float as your arms reach forward, evil pigeon. And then back to the front, exhale, extend the front leg, reach back like a Superman pigeon, and then extend the leg forward, lean back, evil pigeon. See if you can keep the leg lifted even if you're tilting to the left. Breathe here for 3, leg lifted, for 2, fingertips reaching forward, for 1, shift to the front, extend the front leg, 3, send it higher, smile, soften the shoulders, the arms, 1 last breath. And now cross that right foot over the left knee or thigh. Take a gentle twist here, inhale. And exhale, begin to lean forward and hug the leg, press onto the right foot, lift the sit bones, reach the arms back, and now see if you can extend the left leg back. As you inhale, lift the left knee up, arms up. As you exhale, bring the foot in towards the right hand side and then out towards the left. See if the left knee can stay in one position and it's only the foot that is moving in and out, in and out, in. Now bend the right knee, place the left ankle on the thigh and inhale, left knee up. Exhale, left knee behind the right, gaze down, arms soft, bend the knees more, left foot lands, left shin lands, sit back, twist. Let's do that once again. Any breath, lean forward, pick up the leg, knee out, foot out, and then in, ankle to thigh, send it back up, back, beginning to send the knee behind the other and see how slowly, how gently you can place the foot down, sit back, twist. Begin to untwist your torso as you send the arms back behind you. And notice where your left knee is. And now lift the left knee to send the left foot where the left knee was. So now you're in reverse tabletop. You can stay here, opening up through the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades towards one another and sending the chest towards the right shin. Or press through the left foot and begin to lift the pelvis. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another, palms press down, open the chest, smile. Big breath in, big breath out, begin to send the sitting bones down. Shift your left fingertips to face the back of the room. Send your right foot to the left side of your body. And here, extend your left leg towards the front of your mat. Your right foot is a hand apart or so from the left thigh. And here you can begin to fold over to the side of your right foot. You can send the forearms down, or you can have the hands down. The right foot stays active, pressing down and push away from the center of the left heel. Right leg is active, so the right knee wants to hug in towards your right shoulder. And then send the hands down, soften the left knee, and begin to bring your right sitting bone and your right hand down to the floor on your mat. Right foot to the outside of the left leg. Place your right fingertips back behind you and grab the outside of your right foot with your left hand. Now begin to send the right heel in front of the right knee. You can choose to bend the left knee and have the knees squeezing towards one another, pressing through the sit bones, getting long on the spine and crown of the head. You can take the gaze back. Right fingertips can lift. Now you can work on extending the right leg out. And if you feel like it, you can lift the left toes off the floor. So you're balancing a little more. Squeeze the knees still towards one another. Some of you might want to extend the left leg. You're super welcome to do so. And then slowly release the left foot down. Rebend the right knee, extend the left leg. Place the right foot to the outside of the left leg. And now we will do a similar variation. So I'm just going to face you so that you can see what we're doing. So you roll onto the outside of your left leg and your hands move forward. So now you might want to bend the extended leg a little bit, and with the hand that is closest to it, you can reach towards it. Maybe you will be able to grab the outside of the foot. Maybe you will be able to grab it with a knee bend. Now the forearm is down, and you can work on extending that leg perhaps, and then lean your weight over to the forearm and the fingertips and lift the sitting bones off the floor for a baby grasshopper. And breathe here. So keep the bum up, keep the foot pressing down, keep smiling through the collarbones and sending the leg out, and then slowly begin to release the sitting bones down. And from here, pressing the hands down, bending your left knee, sending your left heel towards the right sitting bone, and now come back to where you were in the twisted position that you were before. Now begin to untwist, lean forward, sitting bones lift, right foot presses firmly down on the floor. Keep leaning forward as you send your left leg back, arms back. Left knee rises, arms up. Whoop. Left foot out, left foot in, ankle to thigh, palms to prayer. Now you have a few options here. Sitting bones back, left knee pressing down, lengthening the sides of the body. So one option is to stay here, maybe extend the arm. Another option is to send the left top of the foot to wrap onto the right upper arm, maybe bending the right knee more and squeezing the fingertips down onto the floor to get a strong grip, and broadening through the shoulder blades as you lean forward. Now maybe the hands squeeze so much that your right foot might lift, and remember when you did right leg up and then knee to nose, it's similar. So press here, make sure that you're supporting your left leg with your upper arms, and then maybe right leg up and then send it back in. So that is one option. The other option is to send the fingertips down, left ankle is still on the thigh, maybe one hand to heart. So this is more of a toe stand. A little bit more through the heel, squeeze through the toes. Put some weight onto the front of the right foot. So choosing where you want to be, what you want to try, and then releasing. Right foot and left foot forward so the legs are crossed, and then fold here. Walk the hands to the left, forward, and to the right. And then rebend the knees, walk the hands to the front of the mat, separate the feet, fold, hands can go behind the feet, the heels. Now release the hands and the fingertips underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, extend the right leg back. As you exhale, bring the right knee behind the left. Send the right foot over to the left hand side. Plant the palms down. Lift the left heel. Send the left foot to the back of your mat. Inhale, full in triangle. Open chest. Exhale here. Now begin to bend the right knee. And then slowly send the hand down. Spin onto the back toes and begin to create that active variation of pigeon. Hands press down, create space in the back, and then send the right leg down, left leg down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean forward. See if you can lift the left leg, and then send the left leg out, forward, extend the leg, and then do so a couple of times, reaching forward with the arms, back with the leg, and then forward with the leg. Arms can do as they need. Last time, forward, breathing here, for 3 in the active version, for 2, for 1, now send the leg forward, leg extends, breathing there for 3, for 2, for 1, left foot to the outside of the right leg, begin to twist your torso open to the left, and now send your weight forward onto that left foot. Left foot is strong, so put the weight onto the inside of the foot, and then lift up, right leg back, right leg up, inhale, toes out, leg out, and then in. Maybe losing your balance like me. Out, in, out. Similar to what you did at the beginning, and then send the ankle to the thigh. Pause, inhale, leg up. Exhale, arms back, knee behind the other leg, and slowly begin to descend. Foot down, twist. You can skip this if you feel anything in your leg that is not right, in your knees especially. Leg back, leg up, out, in, ankle to thigh, sit low, send it back up, and now send it all the way back, lowering slowly, 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 land with the right knee, sit low, take a twist, and now begin to shift your chest forward, arms back behind you. Notice where your right knee is, and shift your right foot where the right knee was. Fingertips can face forward and outward or outwards. Press through the right heel, shoulder blade squeeze, expansive through the chest. Open up. You can choose to inhale and lift the pelvis. Walk the hands through the back if you need to. Stay strong through the leg. Left knee presses down as if you wanted to lift the left ankle of the thigh. One more breath. Slowly begin to descend, sitting bones down. Let your right fingertips face back. Roll onto the outer edge of your right leg and extend the right leg out. So for the first part, we take like a forward fold here. Right leg is extended, right heel pressing away, left foot pressing down. And you can fully fold or you can stay a little higher. Let the left foot be fully active. Just 2 more breaths. Slowly begin to walk the hands in. Shift back onto the center, so sitting bones down. Now begin to rotate your torso to the left. Grab the outer edge of your left foot with the right hand and send the left heel up. Here, rotate your torso more over to the left and begin to invite the right knee in. See if you can join the knees together and squeeze them towards one another. Options are to lift the left arm completely, maybe extending the left leg completely as you still press down through the sitting bones to grow tall through the crown, maybe lifting the right toes of the mat as you continue to squeeze the knees towards one another. Releasing the right foot down, extending the right leg, crossing the left foot outside, the right leg again, and shifting back. So you shift back to do the baby grasshopper, where you send the forearms down, micro bend the knee of the extended leg, and reach towards that leg. So your left hand reaches to the outside of the leg, and then you can send the leg up, and then you can take a little momentum to lean forward. So lifting through the sit bones, pressing through the forearm. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Releasing down. Bending the right knee, walking the hands in, and sliding the right heel towards your left sitting bone as you let your left toes face the front again. So we twist as a counter pose. And then again, begin to lean forward, placing the weight onto the left leg, reaching the arms back behind you. Inhale, rising up. Toes out, center, and in. And then place the ankle on the thigh. So here, staying in any of the many variations that you have along the way. Getting a bit creative, getting a little more trusting. Maybe the right foot will be able to wrap the left arm, and if that's the case, send the hands down, bend the elbows as you do in chaturanga, and then lean the weight forward. Maybe your left toes will be able to pick up. You really need to create space in the back body, and then send the toes down. So you can do that a few times, making sure that the foot is wrapping around the upper arm. If it's not there, it won't work. So you need to have the foot there. So we work on opening the hips more if that's what you need to do for this posture to happen. So leaning forward, squeezing the top of the foot down, and then maybe leg back, and then in, back, and in, back, and in. Keeping the left heel lifted, fingertips down, taking a breath, and then maybe working towards the toe stand. Upright spine, an inner smile. Your left fingertip can always stay on the floor to support you. Send the hands down. From here you can just walk the hands back. You can uncross the legs. You can chili the legs forward. Give them a little bit of newness, of freshness as you create little circles with the feet. And now get the legs together, sitting bones reaching back. Inhale, arms extend up. As you exhale, begin to extend the arms forward, folding, maybe grabbing onto the legs or the feet. Fingertips keep reaching forward. Lengthening as if you wanted to send your collarbones closer towards the shins. Lengthening through the spine more. And maybe the elbows will need to bend a lot out to the sides for you to fold deeply, fully. Slowly begin to inhale, lengthening the spine, walking the hands back. And from here, bend the knees. Send the forearms down. Place the feet as wide as the hips or so. Heels can be under the knees. And now begin to lift the pelvis again. Hugging the elbows towards one another. Fingertips. Squeeze the floor. Squeeze the mat. Slowly release. And descend the whole of your back onto the mat. The hands down on the floor. Either pressing the hands down, pressing the feet down, taking bridge, hugging the legs towards one another, making sure that it's not just the lower ribs that are lifting, but the whole of the pelvis. Either staying here or shifting to wheel pose, fingertips behind the shoulders. Legs active, pressing the feet down, lifting the pelvis. Begin to hug the elbows towards one another, squeeze the hands in, lift to the crown of the head only, so crown of the head down, elbows in, pressing the feet down, gripping with the toes, and then begin to extend the arms, hugging the legs in, maybe aligning the ears with the upper arms. Deep breaths. Begin to bend the elbows, back of the head down on the floor, inviting the knees in, either staying here for a moment or having the soles of the feet together, arms out to the side. You're invited to take any twist of your choice. If you would like to check what I will suggest, you can place your left ankle on the right thigh. Send the arms wide up to the side. Shift the pelvis slightly over to the left and guide the left leg to the right hand side. You can stay here. If you would like to go deeper, send the bottom knee a little higher. Maybe you will be able to hug the left leg with the right arm and interlace the left fingertips with the right fingertips. Sending weight onto the left shoulder blade. Maybe taking the gaze over to the left shoulder blade. And then releasing the arms, sending the legs back to center and crossing. Squaring the pelvis, right ankle to left thigh, shift the hips over to the right, legs over to the left. Staying here or sending the knees a little higher. Wrapping your top leg with the left arm, and the right hand joins the left with interlaced fingertips. So we ended up on the other side of the mat. You might have gone to your normal side, or you might have stayed with me. Befriending the out of the norm. Befriending newness. Slowly unhug legs. Release your right foot down, square the hips. And now you either have the choice of being in Shavasana, but if you're at home and there is a lot of noise and distractions, then you can also choose to stay in a seated position, in a meditative posture, either Sisa, Sukhasana, Padmasana. As a diver glides all the way down to the depths of the ocean to find silence and stillness beneath the churning waves, you too dive to the depths of your own reef to find a sweet space to reside during this restful time. And now for a moment ask yourself, how would your life be if all of your desires were fulfilled? How would you know it if that happened? How would it feel like? How would you be? And keep that feeling in yourself. And know that this moment as it is enough. Fighting deeper breaths. Exploring your fingertips with the thumbs. Rubbing the toes. Stretching the arms. Rolling over to your right hand side. And pushing yourself up. Let's see all the practice, the palms, the heart. Bringing the thumbs in between the eyebrows. May our way of seeing life is not shallow. May we see it all from the depth and the vastness of our consciousness. The thumbs to the lips. May we be optimistic, kind, and truthful with our words. And the thumbs to the heart. May we embrace all aspects of who we are with our willingness to explore and love our own depth. Namaste.